Assalamu alaikum students, this is lecture number 2 of integration and we are doing integration by parts. Um, we'll do some examples of integration by parts today. So the first example of integration by parts is integration x raised to the power 5 ln of x dx. Whenever we have the product of two functions and we have to evaluate the integration of those functions, the product of those functions, we will apply integration by parts formula. And how to decide the first and second function while applying the integration by parts formula, I have told you in the previous lecture, the lecture number 1 of integration. I have told you in that lecture in detail the technique of selection of the functions u and v. I can briefly explain here. I am briefly explaining that technique here so that it may easy for you to uh, understand these examples. That technique is Eilert technique. Eilert here, I for inverse trigonometric function, L for logarithmic function, A for algebraic function, T for trigonometric, and E for exponential. This should be the order of the first and second functions while using the formula of integration by parts. Now here we have the two functions x raised to the power 5 and ln of x. X raised to the power 5 is algebraic and ln of x is logarithmic. According to this technique, we will take the first function ln of x. U is equal to ln of x. And we will take u is equal to ln of x and dv is equal to x raised to the power 5 dx. So we have decided u and v. Where we have u, we can evaluate du. The derivative of ln of x is 1 by x. Du is equal to 1 by x dx. And when we have dv, we can evaluate v by integrating on both sides of the equation. So by applying simple integration on both sides of the equation, we have v is equal to x raised to the power 6 divided by 6. By applying simple integration, x raised to the power 5 plus 1 divided by 5 plus 1. Now we have decided the functions u and v. We have evaluated the values of u and v. Just put the values in the formula of integration by parts. We have just put the values. Instead of u, we have put ln of x. Instead of v, we have put x raised to the power 6 divided by 6 minus integration v du. So value of v is x raised to the power 6 divided by 6 into value of du is 1 by x dx. We have put the values in the formula and just evaluate by the simple process, by the simple procedures. We have x raised to the power 6 ln of x minus 1 by 6. We have taken out this 1 by 6 out of the integration sign because this is constant, and apply the integration on x raised to the power 5 dx. By solving this, x raised to the power 6 divided by x, we have this x raised to the power 5 dx. Now integration of x raised to the power 5 dx can simply be evaluated by x raised to the power 5 plus 1 divided by 5 plus 1 plus c1. c1 is the constant of integration. And now by simplifying, we can write it as x raised to the power 6 divided by 6 ln of x minus denominators are multiplied. Minus 1 multiplied by x raised to the power 6 is minus x raised to the power 6 divided by 36, plus when minus 1 by 6 is multiplied by c1, we can arbitrarily say minus c1 by 6 as any arbitrary constant of integration c. So we can write in the place of on the place of minus 1 by 6 c1, we can write it here c. I hope you have understood the example. This is really easy and simple example, and we will go further to simpler to complex examples gradually in the upcoming lectures. The next example, here we have integration x tangent square x dx. Sometimes we have to simplify before applying integration. We have to simplify the question. So integration x tangent square x dx, here we can simplify tangent square x. We can use the trigonometric identity. According to trigonometric identity, 1 plus tangent square x is equal to secant square x. So tangent square x is equal to secant square x minus 1. So write secant square x minus 1 instead of tangent square x. Substitute secant square x minus 1 in place of tangent square x and write integration x secant square x minus, separately apply integration after multiplying x on the both sides of minus sign, integration x secant square x dx minus integration x dx. Now we can solve simply this integration by applying simple procedure of integration. The power of x here is 1, and the integration of x will be x raised to the power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1, plus c1 is the constant of integration. And how we will do this integration? There is we have the function, the product of two functions. Here in this product, the one function x is algebraic, and the second function secant square x is trigonometric. We have to decide according to Eilert technique what function should be u and what should be v. So take algebraic function x is equal to u. We are taking u is equal to x, and secant square x dx is equal to dv. Secant square x dx is equal to dv, and evaluate du. Du is equal to 1 dx because derivative of x is 1. And by applying integration on both sides of this both sides of this equation, we have v is equal to tangent x, because the integration of t secant square x is tangent x. Now we have decided u and v, and we have all the values u, du, v and dv. Just put these values into the formula in the procedure of solving this integrand. So we have x tangent x minus integration tangent x multiplied by 1 dx minus this is the integration of integration x dx. Keep it separate. Now what we have, x tangent x minus integration tangent x dx. Now the one part has to be solved yet. There is one part remaining to solve, integration tangent x dx. So we have we know that integration tangent x is ln of cos x, and how it comes, let's see it. In tangent x, you know what is tangent x is equal to sin x by cos x. Let's take this minus sign in the integral. Within the integration, just take this minus sign inside. So we will write plus here, minus sin x divided by cos x. So the derivative of cos x is minus sin x. And when we have the derivative of some function divided by that function, we have integration as ln of that function. If we have f derivative of x, if we have integration f derivative of x divided by f of x, then what will be the integration? Integration will be ln of f of x. And what is f of x here? Cos x. So ln of cos x plus c2. C2 is another constant of integration. And by simplifying, we have x tangent x plus ln of cos x minus x square by 2, and just write plus c2 minus c1 as c, as any arbitrary integration constant. We can write c2 minus c1 as c. So I hope you have got the concept. This example is also very simple. And the last example we have, find integration x raised to the power x multiplied by e raised to the power x dx. We will apply the same formula here, formula of integration by parts, and we have to decide what is the first function and what is the second. We will just use Eilert technique, and by using Eilert technique, the algebraic function should be the first, and the second function is exponential function. U is equal to x and dv is equal to e raised to the power x dx. Du is equal to 1 dx because derivative of x is 1, and by applying integration on both sides of equality, we have v is equal to e raised to the power x because integration of e raised to the power x is e raised to the power x. Now applying the formula for integration by parts, just put these values in the formula. We will get x multiplied by exponential of e raised to the power x minus integration of e raised to the power x multiplied by 1 dx, and we will get the answer x e raised to the power x minus e raised to the power x plus constant of integration. This is the simplest example. In the next lectures, we will do some complex and difficult examples. So keep learning and keep watching the channel. Like and subscribe the channel to learn mathematics. So Allah Hafiz, take care of yourselves.